Hello, in this video, I will tell you how different programs display colors and how to get them to do what you need. I prepared this file with color patches. Here the colors go in units of 40. Values can be seen in Info window. The first patch color is 000, the second is 40, 40, 40, and so on. In the rows below, one of the color channels also differs by 40. That is, the dark red patch equals 40, 0, 0. The second patch is 80, 40, 40, and so on. From this picture, I made 4 files with different color profiles. The first picture has sRGB profile. I assigned Rec 709 profile to the second picture, and I did it in 3D LUT Creator. I also assigned Rec 709 profile to the third picture, but I did it in Photoshop. The fourth picture has ProPhoto color profile. I also did this in Photoshop. I'm going to check the color accuracy of the display of those colors by making a screenshot. I press Alt plus Print Screen. I open the file and move the cursor to the patches. We see here the color 000, 40, 40, 40, and so on. Note that my monitor is not calibrated now. That is, the monitor has sRGB profile. This window can be found in the control panel. Here, you need to select the desired monitor. You can turn on this checkbox if you do not use any calibration program and select the desired profile. I have sRGB image on my sRGB monitor, and of course, it is displayed correctly. That is, the screenshot has the same number as in the picture. Now, let's move on to the picture in the Rec 709 profile. I make a screenshot. We look at the patch 40 and see that there are 56 values here. Let's see how it actually works. The picture we have has Rec 709 profile, and this profile tells Photoshop that a pixel with a color of 40, 40, 40 in RGB is actually 2300 in lab system. Then Photoshop takes the monitor profile, which is sRGB now. For example, I will switch to sRGB image. Photoshop takes 2300 in the lab system and converts it to 55, 55, 55. That is, to display the color L23, A0, B0 in sRGB, the color of the pixel should be 55, 55, 55. Photoshop displays this color on the screen, and so we measured it. It turned out to be 56 due to rounding up. I'm going to do the same in 3D LUT Creator. I load the Rec 709 image. sRGB monitor profile is loaded. I can check it via the menu File, Color Management. If I have an automatic monitor profile selected, then I can see here the specific file that is loaded. I take a screenshot, and here I get the same 56, 56, 56. So far, everything is going well and right. We see that the sRGB image looks darker than the Rec 709 image. I go to the third image, to which I assigned a profile in Photoshop. For some reason, these two images look different, and the image with HDTV Rec 709 profile assigned in Photoshop looks exactly the same as the image with the sRGB profile. That is, in this case, for reasons I do not understand, Photoshop does not convert the color from Rec 709 to sRGB, but simply displays it as is. That is, if I take a screenshot, here again it will be 40, 40, 40. Now let's check it in 3D LUT Creator. I load this picture and see that the image has not changed. I take a screenshot, and here again we have 56. That is, if I assign the Rec 709 profile in Photoshop, then in 3D LUT Creator it is displayed correctly. Like Rec 709, the image appears brighter, and in Photoshop itself, it is displayed incorrectly. That is, the image looks darker. Why does it happen? I found no answer. Perhaps this is some kind of a bug in Photoshop. Hopefully someday we'll find out. Let's consider the last picture in ProPhoto color profile. I make a screenshot. Here, not only gray patches differ. For example, it was 40. but now it is 52, 53, 53. The color saturation of colored patches has also increased. That is, in the red patch, not only the red channel has changed, but also the green one. This is because ProPhoto color space has a wider color gamut. In order to display the color from ProPhoto in RGB space, it needs to increase the saturation. We can measure it in HSP. In ProPhoto Profile, this color has a saturation of 50. And after displaying it on an RGB device, the saturation is increased to 75, as can be seen here. So in Photoshop, everything goes fine, except for Rec. 709 Profile, which is assigned to the image in Photoshop. Now, let's imagine that our monitor is calibrated. Instead of calibrating the monitor, for example, I'll apply a ProPhoto Profile to it. I click to make a default profile. To update image profile in 3D LUT Creator, I simply move the program window. And here we see that ProPhoto Profile has been loaded. Let's now see what is displayed on the screen. So here, instead of 40, I have 30, 30, 30. The saturation of the colored patches is reduced. That is, Photoshop now believes that the monitor shows ProPhoto color gamut, and in order to display sRGB image, it decreases the saturation. Now, let's see what happens in other programs. I run Adobe Premiere. I load my images and start with sRGB. So, it is immediately obvious that Photoshop and Premiere display this image differently. I take a screenshot. The screenshot in Photoshop is also displayed using the monitor profile. But as soon as I check the numbers, I realize that it is not important how my screenshot is displayed. We see that all the numbers here have not changed. That is, there are 40, 40, 40, 80, 40, 40, and so on. That is, Premiere simply does not pay attention to the fact that my monitor is calibrated and a profile is assigned to it. Premiere simply displays everything as it is. Now I will open DaVinci. I load my images here. Let's start with sRGB. I'll take a screenshot and see that DaVinci, like Premiere, does not use a monitor profile. That is, it is pointless to calibrate the monitor in the usual ways for Premiere and DaVinci. They still do not use this profile. You can calibrate the screen using Display LUT, but this is not today's topic. So we have a Premiere that ignores the monitor profile. We have DaVinci, which ignores the monitor profile. Photoshop, which does not ignore the monitor profile and displays images using a CMS, color management system. We have no control on that in any of the three programs. That is, if we have a calibrated monitor, the picture in Premiere and Photoshop will always be different. And we have 3D LUT Creator, where we can control it. Let's see how to do it. In the default mode, 3D LUT Creator works like Photoshop. That is, it loads the monitor profile and uses it for displaying a picture. If I need the colors in 3D LUT Creator to be displayed in the same way as in DaVinci or Premiere, I go to the menu, File, Color Management, and select Discard Monitor Color Profile. Now the image is displayed in the same way as in Premiere or DaVinci. I take a screenshot. The numbers are the same here. 40, 40, 40, 80, 40, 40, and so on. That is, if I am going to use 3D LUT Creator to work with a video, it would be logical to turn on Discard Monitor Profile in order to see the same picture in all programs. If I work with Photoshop, it is better to enable the Automatic Monitor Color Profile. Then 3D LUT Creator will take into account that your monitor is calibrated. Now in Premiere, I will load Rec. 709 image. As you can see, there are no changes when comparing to sRGB. I load the following image in Rec. 709. The same story. I load a picture in ProPhoto. No changes. That is, Premiere ignores not only monitor profile, but also the picture profile. I go to DaVinci. I load the image in ProPhoto and see the same situation. That is, there are no color management systems in video editors. And in whatever profile the picture is, they display it as it is. Now let's check the Windows Image Viewer. Here is an image in sRGB color profile displayed on a monitor with ProPhoto Profile. I make a screenshot. Here, instead of 40, I have 30. Saturation is also reduced. That is, Windows Image Viewer uses the monitor profile to display a picture correctly. As you can see, when switching between images, the color also changes. That is, the viewer uses a picture profile. In addition, when switching between Rec 709 from Photoshop and Rec 709 from 3D LUT Creator, no difference is visible. That is, it correctly displays Rec 709. Now let's check 3D LUT Creator OFX plugin. I will load the plugin, open 3D LUT Creator. Discard monitor profile is turned on here. Let's compare the screenshots. In DaVinci, as you remember, it was 40. 3D LUT Creator shows 56. That is, 3D LUT Creator shows a brighter picture than DaVinci. The reason is, again, the color profile. The plugin transfers the picture and assigns Rec 709 profile to it, since DaVinci works in Rec 709 color space. This profile needs to be assigned in order for the entire math inside 3D LUT Creator to work properly. How to achieve an identical image now? I go to the File, Color Management menu and select Discard Image Profiles for display. The image has darkened. I make a screenshot. Now everything is displayed in the same way as in DaVinci. It's exactly 40 here, 80 here, and so on. I hope I helped you to figure out how to correctly display a picture in the programs, because that creates a terrifying confusion among users. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. See you soon.